this for a qualifying scenario. We have RPL Jordan in the Mercedes, making his first reserve appearance of the season. But look at this, slicks, wet track here at Monza. So I did want to get this started as quickly as possible. I had a couple of things to reply to, sort out, and just change the title. The lap times are going to be rather slow, so More Iron puts the first one on the board. And obviously, his teammate won the race last week at Baku, and wow, props to him for being here because he was reporting to me that he had pains in his ribs, he was struggling to breathe, so was, you know, suggesting not racing today. I left it completely up to him, because, you know, I've always done that in this league, never questioned stuff like that, family health before racing, friends as well, if you like them. But yeah, Asian has got out on the medium tier, and I think is the only one to do so. We will just recap last week. Penultimate lap, Big Chungus spinning into the castle section. He was being closed down with wing damage, may have held on looking at the pace, but a self-inflicted bottle, if you like. That's More Island slowing down. He's already set a lap. This is GSR Asian. Very, very tentative. Aaron Ocon with a 26-0. Almost sliding into the wall there. 8/1000ths off his teammate as Davis joins us. He'll be racing in the Racing Point today. I've got things to sort out post-race. So yeah, I just kind of made that clear. Everything will be done post-race. This is Sam Cole, championship leader. Even with him coming 4th last week, he extended his championship lead to 48 points, which is Hamilton-Bottas levels. Hamilton over Bottas levels of dominance. It's his teammate in 2nd place, and that is going to be the first invalidation. Oh, that's a mistake. I was about to speak of big qualifying mistakes. He made some last week and could only manage 2nd. A lot of people look to have been improving, but unfortunately invalidated themselves. GSR Asian has had a massive... It stopped raining. It's actually stopped raining. So we should see the lap times tumble down, and we won't see any need for intermediates today. Yeah, he pits. Aaron Ocon has actually improved. He's done a 2nd lap. And would you look at that? Takes a provisional pole. 1 minute 24.4. Davis has joined in the Racing Point. I'd laugh if somebody crashed by doing that. This is Jordan. He's the only one on a lap currently in the black Mercedes that we haven't actually seen too much of this season. Can Jordan bring some points to the Silver Arrows? Down to 5th. Very smooth through Lesmo 1. Got to mention 3rd place last week, Echo's fatality. So yeah, goes past Big Chungus. Wide of the apex initially, but I was about to say, gets the rest of the Ascari chicane hooked up. Almost spun into the wall. Seen it on F1 2019 in this league as well. We've had, well, it's the 3rd season we've raced here. We've raced here in all 3 seasons. All 3 being very entertaining. Jordan, track is very dry now. Goes nearly 4 seconds quicker than Aaron Ocon. Sam Cole outlap. Big Chungus may be able to beat this. He's actually getting a small slipstream from Jordan, who sensibly pulls off to the left-hand side. Excuse me. Oh, wow. 26.2 in the first sector. I have just clocked that Davis has left, so... I'll see if that needs dealing with. There's a yellow flag behind it. Is Jordan. There's an AlphaTauri slowing up. Going into the... Yeah, that was too soon. Very easy to do it. An invalidation. Utah Elephant starting his first lap. Oh, and that's an even worse spin for Big Chungus. Oh, that's so unlucky. As if that's happened. Right. Was that an improvement from Jordan? I don't know. Definitely wasn't. My bad. That's just come up late. Yeah. Big Chungus had this in Spain. That would have been pre-season, obviously. And yeah, the front tyre just comes off. Utah Elephant goes quickest, but we should have Sam Cole destroying that soon. But that was a slight oversteering moment through Ascari. If you can avoid that, you can gain a lot of time down towards Parabolica. Around the final corner, and this should be broken. 18-8. One and a half tenth improvement for Moore Island in Sector 1, but the De La Rocha chicane was definitely not the best. It's an Italian T12. Have we actually got Asian on a lap? Yeah, he's 1.8 seconds up. Ah, and invalidated. Oh, Davis did join back. I must have missed that. But his temporary racing point teammate has almost spun out of Lesmo 2. This is Moore Island coming down towards the final corner. Oh, he's actually going to abort the lap and dive into the pit lane. Aaron Ocon on a lap. GSR Asian on what would have been a lap. Maybe he'll go again. He'll have time to do another flyer, come in, and then another set of time. That would have been a 19-0, and there was a mistake in that actually caused him to get invalidated, so it was very harsh. Thrasher has gone second with a 20.0, and yes, straight on goes GSR Asian. Who needs to take the bollards when you can just do that, by the way? Perfectly legal on your in qualifying, you know. So no in the race. RPL John backing off, giving himself some space from Aaron Ocon, who is currently on a lap as the sun begins to peak down. We've had all sorts of weather in this qualifying session. No intermediates or wet tyres used. We were on slick tyres from the word go. Some drivers still hold on to their wet lap times, including Aaron Ocon, as he's turned in really early. And that means, I don't know how that's not an invalidation, but he's going to continue up to the line. It's a 1 minute 20.8. Davis went second with a 1 minute 19.4, so that maybe does suggest GSR Asian could have a really close challenge. for pole position here, and 40 points in the last 2 races, a 3rd place and a win in Silverstone and, wow, Baku. Yeah, almost forgot where we raced last week, but you know, I recovered. This is, no, that is not Jordan game. Is Davis going again here? No, the DRS is shut, so this isn't in that. He's trying to get it done quickly. No time to waste. Shouldn't have too much controversy on the final qualifying laps. Well, unlike real life. Moore Island on an out lap and an in lap at the same time. Everyone is now in the pit lane. We should see drivers heading out. Sam Cole doing so. Got an AlphaTauri coming in. Aaron Ocon coming in. And I think Sam Cole will be the only driver out here. Do you think he's waiting for someone? He's a little bit slow on the pit exit. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, he's taking the chicane. He's trying to keep his tyres in good condition, and I see him. This is a full-on proper Formula 1 outlap for the most modern seasons. It's just not worth pushing. You'll just overheat everything. Not so much in the game, obviously, but... got Jordan joining him on an outlap. But he's down at turn 1. Sam Cole at turn 7. So... invalidated outlap, but on this final flying lap, we'll take you on board with the championship leader. Oh, Davis actually started a lap, but it is invalidated. He should be able to get round again. Here we go then. Exit of the Parabolica. Nicely done on the traction. Stays away from the rumble strip on the left-hand side. And I think he enabled DRS a little bit late there, but he clocks 240 miles an hour into turn 1. Ooh, a little bit deep into the first corner. Used a lot of curb for the second apex. Some oversteer as he climbs up the gears. Plants the power. Completely flat out through Curva Grande. Turn 3. Turn 4. Again wide. And this is going to be an aborted lap as Davis starts another one. He's fine for fuel, he's fine for ERS. I think Sam Cole should get around, assuming there's a timing glitch, but that tyre saving kind of means nothing when you do a second lap. The green flag coming up. I think there's a slow Red Bull of Utah Elephant. There's certainly a slow AlphaTauri in the final sector. It is Moore Island on his outlap, making way for the flying Ferrari. Davis is not improving in the middle sector, but he takes an aggressive Ascari. Sam Cole has retired coming into the pit lane, so that is his session done. Davis has invalidated his lap time, as we've just seen there at Ascari. So, realistically, it's GSR-ation. He was 1.8 seconds up in the first sector. His only registered lap time was 1 minute 26 on the mediums when the rain was pouring. 4.6 seconds up now. Provisional pole sitter has retired. He's 7.1 seconds off the leader. But first, let's go to Aaron Ocon. That's 6th. And then Asian crosses the line and he's 1/10 off. It's close. Very close. As Jordan, fair play to the reserve. He has gone 3rd quickest. We have Utah Elephant still on a lap here. There's positions to play for. 5/10 is the gap from Utah Elephant to Thrasher, who are both currently on laps. 4/10 up. Who's that in the wall? Is that Moore Island on the left-hand side? It must be, because he's the only AlphaTauri that has since crashed out of the session. Not too sure if that was on a flying lap, but it seems too recent to suggest otherwise. Oh, my bad, there was an invalidation in there. He's at the final corner. GSR Thrasher coming towards the 11th and final turn as well. Racing Point have 4.5 at the moment. Can they improve on that? The lap time was improved, but the positions weren't. These are the final results then. Sam Cole on pole position for the god knows how manyth time. We know it wasn't like that last week, but positions were chopping and changing on both race starts, because we had 2 because of a restart. RPL Jordan 3rd, Davis 4th, GSR Thrasher 5th, about a second off. Moore Island in 6th, Utah Elephant 7th, and Aaron Ocon a close 8th. Well, it's a sunny one here at Monza. Very few clouds in the sky, if not any. As we're underway for the formation lap, everyone should... Oh no, my bad. Big Chunkus actually didn't get a lap in, did he? Because he spun and the game decided to remove his tyre. Yeah, he'll start on the medium, so he's going for the alternate strategy here. We saw what he did from 12th, 11th on the grid last week when there was another crash. Can we not do this, please? Virtual safety car deployed for the bollards. No, I'm only joking, of course, but I mean, okay. Was there any need to really do that? Anyway, let's have a look at the constructors' standings, because I've gone on about the championship lead in the drivers. But now it's time to discuss the constructors, as I sometimes do on a formation lap. Ferrari, 142 points they have at the top of the championship, followed by Red Bull with 74. AlphaTauri in 3rd after their win last week with 61. Then comes Alfa Romeo with 45. 30, scored by, I'm pretty sure it's 30, scored by Aaron Ocon. It is 30, there you go. Renault in 5th, all 37 points being scored by Big Chunks as his teammate GSR Hamilton has been undergoing a few wheel repairs lately. Williams with 25, that's Axe's first race of the season. They haven't come back since. Haas with 22, all scored by LSJ Rundle. He hasn't raced now in the last 3. McLaren with 18. And then Mercedes and Racing Point tied at the bottom with 15, which is why these reserves go there. Try and pick them up some points. And obviously, it's fair. There's no championship advantage for any of the top teams. Of course, wow. We spoke through all of that formation lap. And we're forming up on the grid then. Nobody disqualified. And everybody arriving quickly. Here we go then. To the 6th round of LDRL Season 3. Lights coming on now. We'll have it delayed shortly. Held for a very long time. Oh, what a start that is from the Racing Point of Davis. Oh, he did it in ARL Hungary. He's done it at Monza. What a getaway from the Racing Point reserve driver. As into turn 1 we go. Sam Cole tries to keep his nose in, but here comes Jordan on the inside as well, going for 2nd place. So satisfying to watch that start, but Sam Cole is coming right back at him as he uses a little bit more overtake than the Racing Point driver, and the lead changes for the 2nd time on the opening lap. Oh, there's a cut of the corner there for RPL Jordan, and maybe some wing damage in the background. Was it Aaron Ocon? I don't think so, but he's tumbled to last place. Oh, and this is Jordan. Davis already heading down the order to 3rd. So the start was fantastic, but the opening lap not so much, as there's a corner cut there. Early warnings are definitely what you want to be avoided. But look at this slipstream train as into the wall. GSR Thrasher, and that may neutralise play early on. And it's a virtual safety car. You know, maybe they can fix the bollards while they're at it. But we can continue stationary. There's no reason for anyone to really be pitting unless they have damage. I think we might be going green as the drivers begin to speed up. No, when are we going green? Jordan's ready. Sam Cole trying to back him up a bit as Davis actually thought about a move there under yellow flags. I don't think that's exactly what happened. But he came in a little quickly. Speeding up again, slowing down. We're green. Nobody with a drive-through off the virtual safety car restart, as you sometimes do see. Oh, and the 2nd Racing Point is off, and it's a big shunt for Davis in the exact same place as his teammate. And side by side between Big Chungus and Utah Elephant. Surely Big Chungus won't go all the way around the outside as the door does close. Side by side into turn 2 there, wheel banging, and they're still going for it on the exit as the gap opens up to Moore Island out in front to almost 2 seconds. But why should we complain? This is absolutely fantastic racing here on lap 3. Jordan already with the time penalty. This could cost him dearly. Big Chungus though gets up into 5th place on the alternate strategy today. 2 second places this season. Could have been the win in Baku. Oh, Jordan creeps a little bit wide again as Asian in front. Aaron Ocon is actually quite close to Utah Elephant here, as he's using a lot of overtake on the run down to De La Roja. He is gaining, switches it off. Oh, goes onto the grass and almost takes out his rear left tyre. Almost a spin for Big Chungus on the exit of Lesmo too. Penalty for Moore Island, and here comes Big Chungus. Surely he won't make a move into Parabolica. He might try to slow himself down here and wait for the DRS so Moore Island doesn't come back at him. A little bit of dirty air through the final corner, but overall he's still within striking distance. No overtake being used for Big Chungus, but he heads towards the outside. Renault against AlphaTauri. Yeah, Moore Island lets that one go. Different strategies, different pace right now, and the engine glitch strikes again, so that will get a bit irritating to watch. Another cut for Aaron Ocon. He's got to be really careful. It was disqualified back in Austria for these infringements. More points are on offer here, effectively, with less races than we had back then. Jordan gets another penalty, yeah. In all fairness, these two raced. I mean, Jordan had the reputation for, it was either Canada or USA. There was him and his teammate, Canada and USA, I think it was, in Tier 2 last season. The pair of them, I think, were disqualified at some point for their track limits. Aaron Ocon's done it this season. Everyone else has kept it fairly clean with the track limits, so shouldn't be too bad otherwise amongst the field. Oh, and GSR becomes the third victim of Ascari and loses second place. How's this front wing? It looks okay. Jordan tried to fake the pit lane there. Coming back at him. Still hasn't made a move on this lap, so getting past Jordan is proving to be very tricky. Some solid defence from the Mercedes reserve. Oh, he does pit this time. Dummied on the last lap. He tried to dummy again, but committed on the third time of asking. He comes into the pits. It will be hard tyres. Remember, guys, Chungus can go longer into this race. He's 8.4 seconds off the lead currently, with also a very irritating engine. But I don't know, maybe if there's a crash. Can't see if safety car playing to someone's hands. Utah Elephant gaining. Gained about half a second on that straight alone, and the cars, they're about to spin as they touch that inside apex. It was significantly worse on F1 2019, so taking those lines would have been a disaster. Utah Elephant comes into the pits. We do have a safety car as RPL Jordan has become the third DNF victim of Ascari. On the cold, unused hard tyres. Utah Elephant in for mediums, and GSR-ation has made things go from bad to worse with a drive-through penalty. What an irritating noise. The pit window is open for mediums. And on they go. GSR-ation opting for the hards. He has to serve a drive-through very soon anyway. Big Chunk is going for the hards, but Sam Cole has gone for the suggested option of the medium tyres. Utah Elephant did so a couple of laps before. He won't jump anyone in the pit lane. Moore Ryan comes out in 5th, and Aaron Ockham will rejoin in 6th. Yep, the pit window is still up. You told us a lap ago, AWS, but thank you very much anyway. Everyone now on fresh tyres. So around the middle of the race, we start to get these safety car bunch-ups. We get a crash in some way or another. And here we go again. We should get one more lap under the safety car. Big Chungus is hit again for mediums. That's a bold choice. He's seen that Utah Elephant and Sam Cole have gone for the mediums. Went conservative at first. We'll have the freshest tyres out of everyone. Bollocks. We'll ignore that, shall we? I don't know where that's gone. Ah, shit. Oh. I know you can hear me. We should find out the Sector 2 split line if we're getting racing this lap. When we do, we'll start lap 12 of 27. And it is coming in this lap. You got GSR Asian, who needs to serve a drive-through penalty. Then Utah Elephant, also on the mediums. Moore Island 4th. Aaron Ocon 5th place. He's had back-to-back 5th place finishes. And Big Chungus has just gone, pitted for some mediums. And rejoined 6th place. Here we go then. Sam Cole gets us underway. Oh, the inside. Here comes GSR in the background. It's 2x2 into turn 1. GSR look to go all the way through. Oh, and they're 3 wide. Squashing the Red Bull into turn 2. And contact as Moore Island gets some oversteer. Big Chungus coming through. He did lift there, but he could have made the move for 4th. Oh, and that is Moore Island. He got onto the gravel and now it's in the barrier. Big Chungus hit him quite heavily. He was unlucky in qualifying with damage. Has he got luck? I don't have a camera angle of this. Can we see? No, we can't even see his front wing from there. But he's coming through on Utah Elephant. He almost did it earlier in the lap. Look at his front wing. It's fine. But he squeezes him. And has to save the car. GSR Asian coming into service drive-through. It will be Big Chungus that takes over 2nd place. We've only had 1 lap under the safety car, and the gap from 1st to 2nd is 3.2 seconds. Aaron Ocon comes out in 3rd. Utah Elephant dives to the outside of Aaron Ocon, who moves ever so slightly under braking. But he does get the inside into turn 2. Another small squeeze from the Alfa Romeo, but this time it's an easy move around the outside. Excuse me, but Utah Elephant has got defending to do. Maybe a bit too much defending to do. This makes it easy for himself by closing the door. I mean, fair enough, he wasn't alongside. DRS is enabled on this lap, but I don't think we'll see too much of it. Big Chungus did briefly start to close the gap, but it shot back up again to 3.4 seconds. There's a spin. It's Moore Island. He was backwards. Teammate goes to the outside. No damage. Well, Island's had a few highs and lows this season. It's worth taking a look at his results. It was a 6th place in Austria before adding a 7th place to his tally, 7 points as well with the fastest lap. Round 3, another 7th place. Round 4, no score there. And last week, again, no score. So, up until the point where he started hitting some DNFs, he was finishing, well, he had one 6th, 2 7ths. So, he's on course for another 6th and make it 2 6ths, 2 7ths. As GSR Asian picks up a penalty, 6.8 behind the next car. He's got a lot of catching up to do. Sam Cole with another fastest lap. Here comes Asian. Overtake engaged. There's the DRS. Should see the gap start to close. But can't get the move done. Another time penalty for Aaron Ocon as GSR Asian has a slide through turn 5. Turn 6, Lesmo 1, Aaron Ocon touches the inside curb. Aaron Ocon might try and come back at him. He always deploys his overtake out of this corner. He touched the grass earlier in a battle with Utah Elephant and goes up the inside. Asian had to watch his mirrors there, but it did stick. Oh, he's backed off the DRS, but how much overtake do the pair of them have? 20 to 30 is the split between them. Ooh, small tap almost sends GSR Asian into a half spin. and Aaron Ocon breaks his front wing. He tried to do a bit of an Alex Albon-esque move from 2019 as he switched to go at the inside of Carlos Sainz, and effectively a Carlos Sainz move on Sergio Perez from Brazil, but broke his front wing doing it. And this should make GSR Asian's life very easy from now on, not having to deal with those dive bombs. Funny meme that is. Memes help me get through times like this, it's fine. Three laps to go for the race leader and the chasing pack behind. Whoops. GSR Asian has gone for a fastest lap, which is odd considering he was 4th. I don't see why that's that. Oh, actually. 3 penalties. Maybe they'll swap. Aaron Ocon, 3, 6, 9. I don't know how I doubt he's only got 9. That is a huge doubt. But Moore Island wants to go on Aaron Ocon. Oh, he did drive into the back of him there. And still gets no damage. Promise I didn't change the settings. Oh! That is the second time he's done that. You know what? This might be genius. Maybe genius. He gets the DRS. Oh, imagine if that was deliberate. Because it's accidentally become very smart. On the other side of the track, Sam Cole is about to take his 4th win in 6 races and extend his championship lead He's won it with the fastest lap on the final lap. This may be broken by, GSR Asian, but Big Chungus, takes his 3rd second place of the season, and Utah Elephant will finally get a podium. He goes ahead of GSR Asian and Echo's fatality in the championship in that very close battle for second. Comes home to take 3rd. Aaron Ocon will come home in 4th. It's his best result of the season so far. But breathing down his neck is GSR Asian, who may set the fastest lap. He's ran out of ERS. Will he get him off penalties? No, he won't. Misses out by 8/10, but takes 11 points anyway. Moore Island, after 2 Ascari spins, comes home in 6th. Sorry for the lack of interaction late on. I mean, no need to push it when realistically I can't. But there you go. Driver of the day, Big Chungus. Fair enough. Maybe, just maybe, if he went on the mediums first time of asking, could have been a bit closer. But ultimately, Sam Cole just found another gear and pulled right away. So, well done to the 3 podium sitters. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Kind messages in the chat as always. Interactive as ever. Famous Monza podium then. Nothing like what it is in real life. That will just about wrap us up then. I'll leave you with the results. And next week we do, in fact, there you go, there's the results. We do head to... I'll try and remember before I look. I was going to say Hungary, but it's in fact the Netherlands for the first time ever. And that should be interesting. Hopefully you can join us for that, because never raced there in this league. I will leave this there then, as the results disappear off the stream. The shortest stream of the season so far. So, 63 minutes that was. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Hmm.